Hello and welcome to week 3 in Psych Seminar, and here we are in chapter 3, 24 hours. This is the chapter that many of you identified that you were looking forward to. So here we are. This chapter is being covered over 2 weeks. Very important that we recognize that week 1, we're going to be focusing on the discussion about time and task management, and then the assignment, which is for you to try out my methodology on your own tasks, is due next week. So what I'm expecting you to do this week is to read the chapter and participate in the discussion that asks you to reflect upon both good and bad experiences that you have had in managing your time, and try to figure out, you're all future psychologists, so what went wrong with them? Were you distracted? Were you motivated to do something else? Was there not enough reward associated with the activity? Did unexpected things come along? It's very good to understand what sort of barriers came in the way of you managing your time and task. This week, I would like you to read all the material on my method, and I embedded a video explaining my methodology in the course timeline. I want you to review that. Next week in this video, I'm going to kind of like review that again, because that assignment is not due until next week. So given the information that you have right now, I want you to be able to participate in that discussion and then start to put together that calendar and the lists of your to-do items, both high cognitive and low cognitive. You'll know what I'm talking about when you read the content. And the key here to understand, I want to put this right out there where people misunderstand, is when you find spaces in your schedule where you can address your to-do list, you do not put items in it. It's just open time, just availability. So it's like you're predicting when you're available. And then within those times, my method helps you to decide what are the best things to do during that time at the moment. You don't plan it ahead of time. You just come up to that moment and, okay, what are the things I need to do now that I have this moment? So when you're planning out that calendar, make sure that you keep those boxes empty, identifying all the places in which you can address this to-do list. You've already worked out, I'm repeating myself here, but you've already worked out where your work schedule is, the class schedule, when your kids go to bed, when you have to cook, when you have to clean, and all that stuff. You've managed all of that. It's the extra spaces around that. Those are the ones you're going to be focusing on. Just going to keep them wide open. That's the first and most important aspect of applying my specific method. We'll get more into that next week. For this week, in terms of participation in the class, just do the discussion where we are reviewing both good and bad ways in which we've experienced managing our time and tasks. So I look forward to hearing from you. If there's any questions about the assignment or anything, of course, you can reach out to me in email, post them in the discussion board, and I will see you online. Have a great week and take care.